Hello, my name is Silvio Verlan and I work with Business Central. Today we're going to look at how we could create contextual help in Business Central for our extensions. But let's have a look first at how and what contextual help is in Business Central. I have here the page vendors, and it's a list page, and we can see from here these columns. But if once we go to one of the columns, we see the tooltip, and then under the tooltip we see the learn more. By clicking on the learn more, the contextual help pops up here on the right hand side, and we can click on go to Microsoft Learn to find out more details about the entity behind the list in Business Central, which was vendors. So we can learn how to create vendors, delete or edit vendors, and other things related to vendors. So that's contextual help in Business Central, and that's for most of the fields in Business Central on list pages. But if we open up a card page, we see something similar. We see the tooltip for each field, and then the link learn more, which will bring again the link to the Microsoft Learn page, and we're getting to basically the same help page. So that's in Business Central, and this is the contextual help created by Microsoft. With Wave 2 of Business Central 2022, so last year, Microsoft made available two properties for developers to add their own connectivity between UI and the authors of the extension help sites. So if we look at Visual Studio Code here, I created a small extension. You can always start with a new extension with Ctrl-Shift-P for the command palette, and then you do AL-Go, and you get your main components of the project. And you can start, in terms of building the contextual help, you can start with AppJSON. And in AppJSON, there is this property, context sensitive help URL, which should contain the root folder or the root URL for your help site. I don't own any help site. I only own my own blog site, so I'm going to use for demonstration purposes my blog site to see how we can navigate from Business Central UI to my site, to my blog site. So that was the first component that we need to build. We need to have in the AppJSON the property context sensitive help URL. I also created a page, my site. The caption is my site. It's based on the integer source table, and I added here a property called context sensitive help page. So in AppJSON, context sensitive help URL. In the UI, in the page, we have the context sensitive help page, and in here we're going to have only the leftover of the URL that will take the browser to the page that we want um, our users to get to once they click on learn more. I'm just going to bring my site here and show you. So this is the home page, and as you can see, I have a few links here. One of them is about, and you see how WordPress added the name of the page, after the root of the site. And the same is with Talks RSS feed, which is basically the latest updates to the Microsoft Learn provided by Microsoft into this RSS feed. Okay, going back to our exercise, if we were to, that's basically it. We don't need anything else. We need, as I said, an app.json, the context sensitive help URL, and on my site page .al, we need the context sensitive help page and the last part of the URL. This extension is already published. If we look here for, let's close the contextual help here. If we look for the page my site, we know it wasn't a loaded page, it was just one field. But if we go over the field number, we see the learn more link, and also here learn more and my name. Where is this name coming from? Well, if we go back here to the app.json, the name comes from the name of the publisher. So within the brackets, you're going to have the publisher name. And clicking on this link is going to take me to where we would have expected us to take. And here you can have all your help information. I think this is quite important for to provide help to customers is quite important because we not we but the customers have so many extensions to choose from, and we know that each extension comes with its own processes, its own UI, its own way of doing things, and it's already a lot of information for an end user or the users that work with one of our customers to learn how the base application fields and processes work. Therefore, adding more information on top of that base application, it's going to be heavier and heavier for the user. So we need to help in any way we can. One way is, with this contextual help. Other ways are we're creating manuals as PDFs or just even websites with how our processes work, or through training. But in any ways, users need some help on this regard of contextual help. And we can see here there are 3,500 already apps in App Source, and I don't know how many PTs already installed on Business Central tenants. So it's definitely providing help is definitely a good thing to add to your extensions. That was basically all I wanted to talk about today. I hope it helps. Thank you.